Hello, good day. Today I'll be reporting four topics. First is recognizing an ethical issue. Second, honesty. Third, fairness. And lastly, we have integrity. So first, let's define ethical issues. It is a problem or a situation that requires a person or organization to choose between alternatives that must be evaluated as right or wrong. A conflict of right or wrong or situation forcing alternatives on an entity seeking ethical behavior. Is it possible to discern ethical issues? Although we have described a number of relationships and situations that may regenerate ethical issues, in practice, it can be difficult to recognize specific ethical issues. And failure to acknowledge such obscured ethical issues is a greater danger in any organization, particularly in business. Why does people behave unethically in business? Sometimes people who take this review are willing to do things that are not only unethical but also illegal so that they can maximize their own positions or boost the profits of the organizations. To be clear, business people do not have unique set of values from others. Rather, the values they have are weighted differently when doing business activities because of the individual responsibilities associated with the marketplace. Table 3.1 defines specific ethical issues identified by employees in the National Business Ethics Survey. Abusive behavior and lying to employees are personal in nature, but these activities are sometimes committed by individuals in the belief that they are furthering organizational goals. Table 3.1 compares the percentage of employees observed specific type of misconduct over the past two national business ethics surveys. Although 3.1 documents many types of ethical issues that exist in organization, it is impossible to list every conceivable ethical issue. Any type of manipulation or deceit or even just the absence of transparency in decision making can create harm to others. Now let's proceed to honesty. It is the quality or fact of being honest, uprightness, and fairness. Second, truthfulness, sincerity, or frankness. Freedom from deceit or fraud, and without hiding anything. The great and well-known philosopher Confucius defined honesty in several levels. The shallowest is called li, which relates to superficial desire of a person. A key aspect of li is a striving to convey feelings that outwardly are or appear to be honest but that are ultimately driven by self-interest. And one of the example is the relations between the father to son should be that the father loves the son and the son respect the father. The second level is yi or righteousness, where a person does what is right based on reciprocity or mutual relationship. And the example of it is the harmonious relationship with the people around you. And the deepest level of honesty is called ren. It is based on understanding of an empathy toward others. Example, a normal adult's protective feelings for children. The Confucius version of Kant's golden rule is to treat your inferiors as you would want your superiors to treat you. As a result, virtues such as familial honor and reputation for honesty become paramount. Author Eric Beavers Lewis suggests that honesty is a problem because people often reason along these lines. Number one, Business relationships are a subset of human relationships that are governed by their own rules, which in a market side involve competition, profit maximization, and personal advancement within the organization. Second, business can therefore be considered a game people play, comparable in a certain respect to competitive sports such as basketball or boxing. Third, ordinary rules and morality do not hold in games like basketball or boxing. Think of this way: what if a basketball player did unto others as he would have done do unto him? What if a boxer decided it was wrong to try to injure another person? Logically, even if the business is like a game like basketball or boxing, ordinary ethical rules do not apply. Many argue, however, that business is not a game like basketball or boxing because people are not economically self-sufficient. They cannot withdraw from the game of business. Therefore, business ethics must not only make clear what rules apply in the game of business, but must also develop rules appropriate to the involuntary nature of participation in it. What is lying? Lying can be defined as untruthful statements that result in damage or harm. Second, white lies which do not cause damage but instead function as excuses or a means of benefiting others. And it is statements that are obviously meant to engage or entertain without malice. So, why is honesty important in business? Honest business practices inspire staff and customers with respect for your mission. Honest business practices build foundation of trust with colleagues, competitors, staff, customers, and every other individuals and entity. When employers deal honestly with their staff, employees are motivated to drive the business forward. Creditors and investors express confidence by funding company development and customer confidence is positive. Let's proceed to fairness. Fairness is a quality of making judgments that are free from discrimination. Judges, umpires, teachers, and businessmen should all strive to practice fairness. There are three fundamental elements that seem to motivate people to be fair. That is equality. This is about how wealth or income is distributed between employees within a company, a country, or across the globe. And reciprocity is an interchange of giving and receiving in a social relationship. And of course, the optimization. It is the trade off between equity, that is equality or fairness, and efficacy, that is maximum productivity. What is the result of being fair? When you treat others fairly, two things happen. Employees notice and respect you for it. It reinforces their belief that you are treating them fairly and will continue to do so. Second, the other people who you treat fairly will respond in kind. You will get better cooperation from them that makes your job and the job of your employees easier too. How to be fair? First is remember the golden rule, and there should be no favoritism. And the third, don't take advantage and follow the rules. Think about how it affects others and be honest. And lastly, integrity. It is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness, the state of being whole and undivided. In an organization, it means uncompromising and adherence to ethical values. Integrity is connected to acting ethically. Other words, there are substantive or normative constraints on the way what it means to act with integrity. Business are expected to: number one, follow all applicable laws and regulation. In addition, organizations should not knowingly harm customers, clients, employees, or even other competitors through deception, misrepresentation, or coercion. Although business people often act in their own economic self-interest, ethical business relations should be grounded in honesty, integrity, fairness, justice, and in trust. You and I decide what kind of cultural world we live in. Do you want to make things better? Live with a courage and integrity in your everyday life. Be strong, kind, effective, just, honorable, and polite. Stand up boldly and unequivocally for individual liberty and limited government, and set the example for others to follow. If you pay attention, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how much power your own honesty, fairness, and integrity actually holds. So that is all for my report this day. Once again, good day and may God bless us all.